Happy Tuesday, and more importantly, Merry Christmas. What a great time of year. Christmas Day has come and gone, but we're continuing to celebrate the coming of our Savior, and we'll do that right up through January the 6th, Epiphany. It was so good to see many of you at our in-person church services on Christmas Eve. We saw others of you on the virtual service. And then we got to see some others on Sunday morning at the virtual service. Such good feelings to get to see one another eye to eye. And many of you on the virtual service on Sunday were near your Christmas trees. So I decided that today that's where I would sit as I talk to you for just a minute or two. This tree behind me has changed much in the 51 years that Judy and I have gladly put up a tree. The first one was in north central Oklahoma and looked more like a passing tumbleweed than it did a green spruce tree. And it was filled with colored balls and lights and icicles. Now, those many years later, most of those colored balls are gone. And they've been replaced by ornaments that bring back such good memories. Some are gifts, some were made by our children, some made by our grandchildren, but they each tell a story. And today I've added another one. You see, this year we were presented a beautiful banjo ornament from one of our favorite church families, and that will hang right there this year, and it'll come off and go up next year, and it will always remind us of our love for them. This time of year also brings other joys and other things to do. As we start with Merry Christmas, we'll end this week with Happy New Year. And we turn to the thoughts of 2021. One of the gifts from our family that we most treasure is from our daughter-in-law, who each year produces a calendar. And many of you may get similar presents, and I think you treasure them as much as we do. It's a collection of pictures from the year before, along with a traditional calendar with the dates of birthdays and big events that come and we can look forward to in the next year. This calendar, we get to see 3 of our grandsons. And on this one, their mommy. And that was May. It's amazing how much we compare and they grow from 2020, where this picture was taken, till 2021. Now, I know many of you do calendars electronically now, and you may not go through the handwriting that we do on this calendar, but I'd like to invite you to try the process that we use. And that's to look at the month coming up, and we do that roughly for the whole year right now, and we see what events are coming and where we're going to devote our time and our talents and our treasure in the coming year. Perhaps it's that we put in a Bible class that we're going to do each week as we read through the Bible. Or maybe it's going to be to put in choir practice. We've always wanted to be in the choir, and maybe this year will be that year to do it. Or maybe it will be some children's events around our church that our church staff does so well. I would invite you to give that some very serious thought as you prepare for 2021. For it's what we do in our community, in our church family, with our families and friends that matters, and that's worth the effort and the time to make it right. So I started with Merry Christmas. Let me end with Happy New Year.